Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you the second half of our 10-inch goal, number 2, the 1971 Dallas Cowboys, and Roger Staubach taking on the 1981 San Francisco 49ers and Joe Montana. At the half, it's 7-0. We're going to start the third quarter shortly. Sound check went well. In 1971, the Dallas Cowboys had a record of 11-3. They won the NFC East Division title, and they would go on to win the Super Bowl over the Miami Dolphins 24-3. In 1981, the San Francisco 49ers would have a record of 13-3. They would win the NFC West Division title and would go on to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 26-21 in their Super Bowl matchup. And now the second half clash between the 71 Cowboys in Staubach and the 81 49ers in Montana. And good news if you're a Cowboys fan, we were playing short-handed the first half because for some reason Lance Allworth, Dwayne Thomas, and Trudeau, the backup tight end, were all set as injured. I figured it out, so we're going to have a full allotment of players for the second half. I had a nice discussion with Brad, a good friend of the channel, and we were discussing why Lance Allworth and Dwayne Thomas and a couple other players weren't playing, Tony Frisch. And I went in and I figured out for some reason injuries were turned on for those players. I don't know why. So we will have a full allotment of players in the second half for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get to the game now. And thank you very much for joining me. And feel free to jump in the chat and enjoy the game. Alrighty, so it's 7-0 at the half. We'll quickly go over some stats. The lone touchdown was scored in the second quarter at the 12-minute, 17-second mark as Staubach hit Mike Ditka's 5-yard touchdown pass, Clark kick. Staubach 8 for 17, 82 yards and a touchdown. Joe Montana 10 of 16, 61 yards and an interception. Staubach, the leading rusher for the Cowboys as well, Garrison, 4 for 27. His long was 32. He's fumbled the ball twice. Probably won't be seeing too much of Walt Garrison in the second half. The leading rusher for the 49ers, yardage-wise, is easily 3 carries, 16 yards. Ditka is the leading receiver, Mike Ditka, for the Dallas Cowboys, coming to an end of his career. 4 receptions, 57 yards, and a lone touchdown in the first half. For the 49ers of 1981, Young, 3 receptions, 21 yards. The leading tackler for Dallas is Edwards, 4 tackles and 1 assisted tackle. He also has a pickoff. For the San Francisco 49ers, the leading tackler is Davis. Oh, that's not right. That's the rusher. Let's get the defense. There we go. The leading tackler, and there's 3 of them. Reynolds, Turner, and Reese all have 3 tackles. Reynolds also has 3 assists. And we'll move to the ball game. So Mike Clark will kick off for the Cowboys as the 49ers will be receiving to start off the third quarter. Amos Lawrence is back as well as Mike R. Wilson. And Clark will kick deep. And the start of the third quarter. Strong crosswind, which has played havoc with the punt team. Lawrence has the ball, quickly heads up the field, eludes 2 tacklers. He has open field in front of him. Over the 10, over the 20, over his own 30. He's heading towards midfield. He breaks inside out the 40, past midfield, past the 40. He could go all the way to the 30, over the 20. Touchdown! The third quarter opening kickoff goes for a TD6 by Amos Lawrence. And what a way to start the third quarter for the San Francisco 49ers of 1981. Wow! A 91-yard kickoff return for a TD. And here comes Ray Wersching to kick the extra point and tie this ball game up. So that is a quick strike. What the 49ers offense could not do through a half of football, Amos Lawrence and the special teams did in 15 seconds, they scored a touchdown. 91-yard kickoff return. Excellent blocking. And here's Ray Wershing to tie it up with the extra point. The snap to place, and it is dead center. It is good. 7-7 ball game. Wow. So things have changed here at Honolulu Stadium. Again, 74 degrees, partly cloudy, and that crosswind that gusts at times at 24 miles per hour, and that has played havoc with the punting team. So it's a 7-7 ball game, and Ray Wershing will now kick off. Deep for the Cowboys, Cliff Harris and Claxton Welch. And Wershing with the kickoff. Harris has it at the Dallas 7, and he returns it 27 yards. And Dallas will start 1st and 10 on their own 34. They're still shell-shocked. And we still don't have those players available to us. I'm a little disappointed with that, as we maybe because the game already started. So I guess we will be playing shorthanded. Well, let's see if we can. Well, this is it. I guess we're playing shorthanded because we started the game shorthanded. For some reason, they were injured. So Staubach is at quarterback, under center. And we have Calvin Hill and Walt Garrison, Mr. Fumbleitis, in the backfield. Bullet Bob Hayes and Goldie Richardson, the wideouts, and Mike Ditka is the tight end. 1st and 10 on the 34, and we're going to give the ball to Calvin Hill. Neutral defense for the 49ers, doubling Hayes. Hill gets the run. He's smothered by Charlton Williamson, but he struggles for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Good tough run by Calvin Hill. Ivy League graduate. Father of Grant Hill, the basketball player. So 2nd and 7 from the 37. And contrary to what I said, I'm going to give the ball to Walt Garrison now.
Timeout offense.
And Staubach calls a timeout as the play clock was running down. They were late getting out of the huddle. So they only have 2 left for the game, and that could come back to haunt them. They quickly break the huddle this time. I formation, Staubach under center, Hill and Garrison, the running backs, Garrison the blocking back. Hayes and Richardson the wideouts, Ditka's the tight end, Hill, as I said, Garrison. Decent pass receivers out of the backfield. So it is 2nd and 7. We're going to stick with the handoff to the fullback, Walt Garrison. Hopefully he holds on to the ball. San Francisco's keying Garrison on the one run. Garrison has it. He's hitting the backfield. He stays on his feet. He heads towards the sideline. And he's hit again. And it's a 2-yard loss by who got him with the hit. Jack Reynolds is going to be credited with the tackle, as there was a plethora of San Francisco defenders. He got away from the first couple of defenders who broke right through, but still only managed to pick up a few yards, and it was negative yards, 2-yard loss. So it will be 3rd and 9. Walt Garrison not having a stellar day today. 3rd and 9. And we're going to go draw to Calvin Hill on 3rd and 9 from the 35. San Francisco playing pass, extra defensive back, Keen Garrison for the pass. Here's the draw to Hill. Ronnie Lott makes the play after a gain of 2, so Lott comes up and stuffs Calvin Hill. It'll be 4th and 7. Here comes the punt team for the Cowboys. And it'll be Ron Whidbey to punt. And back deep for the 49ers is Dwight Hicks. That crosswind has played havoc with the punting teams. High end over end kick. Hicks hauls it in at the 27 of San Francisco. He has open field. He's over his own 30, over his 40. Could this be another special teams touchdown? And he's finally caught from behind at the 45. Gain of 18 on the 36-yard punt. So Joe Montana will start off the second half. 1st and 10 on their own 45. Split backfield of Ricky Payton, and Johnny Davis. The wideouts, Freddie Solomon and Mike Wilson. The tight end, Charlie Young. Dallas playing all-purpose type defense. Ball's given to Ricky Payton, and he'll get around the edge, and he'll get 6 yards. Good run by Payton. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the Dallas 49. We're going to blitz a linebacker here. Tight coverage. So 2nd and 4. Dallas going to blitz a linebacker, playing up tight. Leroy Jordan blitzing. It's a run for Hofer, and he's forced out of bounds, and he only picked up 2. Good job by George Andre of the Cowboys. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Dallas 47. In the chat, we have What's Blazing in Sports, T-Dub. Wonderful boxing channel. Check him out. He's put up a lot of good stuff lately. As always, I mean, but a lot more every day. T-Dub has anywhere from 1 to 3 videos regarding boxing. So check out T-Dub. Thank you very much, my friend, for stopping by. Alright, 3rd and 2. San Francisco now has a split backfield of Walt Easley and Paul Horford. Clark and Solomon, the wideouts, and they've gone to a blocking tight end. Dallas is going to blitz the linebacker, tight coverage on 3rd and 2 from the Dallas 47. Man-to-man coverage tight. Cowboys showing blitz. Chuck Howley coming on the blitz. Hofer gets the call. Nice move by Hofer. He finds some room to the outside. He'll pick up 9 yards before being brought down by Cornell Green. Horford, with a quick move, popped it to the outside and picks up 9. 1st and 10 on the Dallas 38, 7-7 ball game. If you just joined us, San Francisco took the opening kick for a touchdown by Amos Lawrence, 91 yards. Ray Wershing added the extra point, and thus we're tied at 7-7 with 10:31 left in the 3rd quarter. Johnny Davis and Horford now in the split backfield. Montana under center. Clark and Solomon the wideouts. The tight end, a blocking one. All-purpose tight defense for the Cowboys once again. It's a run by Johnny Davis, and he's hit by Leroy Jordan. Falls forward for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Jordan quickly plugged that hole. So 2nd and 7 from the Dallas 35. The wideouts are Clark and Wilson, the tight end Charlie Young. Split backfield now of Cooper and Holford. Dallas can play bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback. And we're going to double Dwight Clark. Dallas expecting pass. Bump and run coverage, doubling Clark. Cooper, the intended receiver on the medium short pass. Broken up by Leroy Jordan as he sniffed that ball out. Good job by Jordan. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the Dallas 35. 9:39 to play in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 ball game between the 71 Cowboys and the 81 49ers. 49ers now go with 3 wideouts on 3rd and 7. Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end Charlie Young. The lone back is Ricky Payton. No, Ricky Patton. I was saying it right. This is not the brother of Walter Payton, because Payton is P-Y-T-O-N, yeah. Walter Payton's brother did play in the NFL, but I think it was Eddie. Okay, it is Ricky Patton. Got myself mixed up there. My faux pas. I apologize. Alright, so 3 wideouts. We're going to blitz a linebacker, tight coverage, extra defensive back. We're going to double Clark and Freddie. No, we can only because we're blitzing the linebacker. We're going to double Clark. Here we go. Tight coverage by the Cowboys. Dave Edwards on the blitz. Montana under pressure. Looking for Solomon. And the pass is deflected and picked off by Cornell Green. That's a 2nd interception by the Cowboys. So Cornell Green deflects it and picks it off. And the drive is snuffed out at the Dallas 25. So it'll be Roger Staubach, Naval Academy graduate and Heisman Trophy winner, under center, I formation, Hill and Garrison. Garrison the up back, Hayes and Goldie Richardson The wideouts, Mike Ditka at tight end. Screen pass to Calvin Hill. San Francisco expecting pass, Keen Garrison. It's a screen the opposite way to Hill, but Hill is pulled down. But he struggles for a 4-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Yards have been coming grudgingly for both sides. Territory is not lightly given up. So 2nd and 6 from the Dallas 29. Garrison will go out. Dan Reeves will come in. So it's Calvin Hill and Dan Reeves in the backfield. It's a split backfield. Hayes and Richardson the wideouts. Ditka at tight end. Staubach under center. It's going to be a run to Dan Reeves. San Francisco expecting run. They're Keen Hill. It's a counter to Reeves. And he picks up 4 tough yards. He'll leave a 3rd and a short 2. Nice run by Dan Reeves. Reeves will come out of the ball game. Garrison will come back in. I formation. Garrison the up back. Hill behind him. Staubach under center. The wideouts Bullet Bob Hayes and Goldie Richardson. The tight end Mike Ditka. Play action pass short to Goldie Richardson. Tight coverage by the 49ers. Quick toss to Richardson. It's completed at the 35, over the 40. And he is hauled down at the 48, but he picks up 19 yards. The man with the golden locks picks up the 1st down, Goldie Richardson. So it's 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 48 for the 71 Cowboys. Again, Staubach under center, barking out the signals. Hayes and Goldie Richardson the wideouts. I formation, Garrison the up back, Hill behind him. We're going to give the ball to Calvin Hill. Ivy League graduate. Ditka being double covered. Hill has the ball. And he only gets 1 yard as Ronnie Lott just comes up and stands Calvin Hill up. And then sends him down. So it will be 2nd and 9 at the San Francisco 47. 6:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game 7-7. Draw to Calvin Hill. San Francisco expecting pass. Bump and run coverage. Keen Garrison out of the backfield for the pass. It's the draw to Hill. Hill's in the clear. Good blocking up front. And he's finally pushed out of bounds after a gain of 13. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Defense.
And they're going to tack on another 15. A late hit on Calvin Hill as he went out of bounds. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Ronnie Lott. Could have also... No, it's Ronnie Lott. They're saying Hicks had the hit was all right. It's Lott who came in late. Dallas accepts the 15 yards.
1st down.
And it's now 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 19. Remember, there's that 24 mile per hour crosswind that has played havoc in the punting game. Ray Wershing did make a field goal, but it was nullified on a holding penalty. And then San Francisco decided to go for it because of the wind. But the punt game has been really hampered by the crosswind here at Honolulu Stadium in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. So 1st and 10 from the 19. And it's going to be a medium-long pass to Bullet Bob Hayes on the play action. 49ers have bottled up Hayes. Staubach hoping to change that. Defensive backs are playing tight coverage. Jack Reynolds is blitzing. Here comes Reynolds. It's a fake. Staubach is hurried by Reynolds. He looks for the secondary receiver. And incomplete as he fires low to Goldie Richardson. The man with the golden locks made a dive at it, but could not come up with the ball. It will be 2nd and 10 from the San Francisco 19. 7-7 ball game, 6:07 in the 3rd quarter. Medium pass to Mike Ditka. He's caught the only touchdown for the Cowboys. They're keying Hill on the run, and that pass is broken up by Jack Hacksaw Reynolds. It will be 3rd and 10 from the San Francisco 19. 6:01 to play in the third quarter. Backfield of Hill and Garrison. Garrison the up back. Wideouts Hayes and Richardson. Tight end Ditka. Draw to Walt Garrison on the 3rd and 10 from the 19. San Francisco playing pass, extra defensive back. They're keying everyone but Ditka. And Garrison is brought down by Dwayne Board. The draw only gets 1, and it will be 4th and 9 from the San Francisco 18. And with this wind, Mike Clark, it's only a 55% chance of making the field goal and snapping the 7-7 tie. This crosswind has played havoc with the kick game. But we're going to go with the 55% chance. The snap and the place. Here's a 35-yard field goal attempt. Trying to break the tie. There's the kick. It's up. It's straight. And good. So Mike Clark breaks the tie. It's 10-7. So the Cowboys of 1971 capitalized on the Joe Montana interception. That's the second that they have gotten off Montana. With a 35-yard Mike Clark field goal. 10-7. 71 Cowboys over the 81 49ers with 5:15 to play in the third quarter. Clark will kick off, and deep for the 49ers, Ronnie Lott and Mike R. Wilson. Last time Clark kicked off to start off the third quarter, Amos Lawrence ran it back for a 91-yard score and tied the ball game. And this time Clark boots it, and it's a touchback. There will be no return. So Joe Montana and the 49ers start 1st and 10 on their 20. 5:15 to play. They trail by 3. Montana under center. Ricky Patton and Johnny Davis in the split backfield. Dwight Clark and Freddie Solomon, the wideouts. They're going with a blocking tight end. Dallas will play all-purpose tight defense. It's a run for Johnny Davis. He stopped inside. He bounces it to the outside and eventually brought down by Cornell Green, but he picks up 9 yards. Nice run by Johnny Davis. Kept his feet moving, bounced it to the outside, and took off upfield. So it's 2nd and 1 from the San Francisco 29, 4:29 to play in the third quarter. 10-7 Dallas. Montana under center, barking out the signals. Split backfield of Cooper and Horford. The wideouts, Clark and Solomon, blocking tight end. 2nd and 1. Dallas will blitz a linebacker and play tight coverage. Cowboys expecting the short pass. Howley's blitzing. Cooper, the ball carrier, and he's tackled by Pat Tumane for a 1-yard loss. So the blitz blew up the run play, and Pat Tomei was there to clear it up. So it's 3rd and 2 from the San Francisco 28. Ricky Patton and Earl Cooper in the split backfield. Clark and Solomon the wideouts. And again, they're going with a blocking tight end. We're going to go run blitz, run blitz. The linebackers will be shooting the run gaps. 3rd and 2, run blitz for Dallas. Montana's going to throw. It's a short pass to Cooper in the flat. If he catches it, he's got room. He's forced out after 14 yards. Excellent play call by Bill Walsh and Joe Montana for the 81 49ers. Now 1st and 10 on the 49er 42. Clark and Solomon the wideouts. Young is the tight end. Split backfield of Patton and Cooper. All-purpose tight coverage for the Cowboys. Defensive backs right up on the receivers. Montana throws to Cooper once again out of the backfield, and he is brought down quickly by Herb Adderley, the former Packer, but that's a gain of 8. So it's 2nd and 2 at midfield for the 49ers. They trail by 3 with 2:58 to play in the third quarter. Dallas 10, San Francisco 7. The wideouts are Clark and Solomon, the tight end Charlie Young. Split backfield of Patton and Cooper. Montana under center. Arcing the play call. Dallas going to blitz a linebacker, tight coverage. Edwards is coming on the blitz for Dallas. Montana looks outside for Clark on the medium pass. Clark has it at the 34. He breaks inside to the 30, the 20. He's got some running room past the 10. He's headed towards the end zone, and he is brought down at the Dallas 2 with a touchdown-saving tackle by the former Green Bay Packer, Herb Adderley. It is 1st and goal from the Dallas 2. The blitz got picked up. Montana hits Clark. Clark cut to the inside, and it was a huge gain of 48 yards. San Francisco on the verge of taking the lead. They trail by 3. They're going to have 4 cracks if they want it from the Dallas 2. Split backfield now of Patton and Easley. Clark, the lone the lone receiver. Charlie Young and a blocking tight end. So they've gone to a jumbo package, or their form of the jumbo package, but they could throw a fade to Clark in the corner. Short yardage. The Cowboys are playing short yardage, expecting a sneak maybe. It's a handoff to Easley. He drags forward, keeps his legs going. Touchdown! Walt Easley gets in from 2 yards out, and San Francisco has taken the lead. 13-10, we await the Ray Werschen extra point as Easley kept his legs going, kept churning, and he gets in from 2 yards out. Here comes Ray Werschen for the extra point. He is perfect so far, and on the year, and it is good. It is now 14-10. With 2:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. Ray Werschen will kick off. Deep for Dallas, Cliff Harris, and Claxton Welch. Here's the kick from Werschen. Welch starts at the Dallas 6. He heads upfield. He's got some blocking. He cuts through the coverage. He's zigging and zagging. And he picks up 38. He's tripped up at the 38 after 32 yards. Nice job by Claxton. So here comes the Dallas Cowboy offense led by Roger the Dodger Staubach. 1st and 10 on their 38. They now trail by 4. And again, we're playing short-handed for some reason. Dwayne Thomas, Lance Allworth, Tony Frisch, and our backup tight end are all injured. I went in, I reset the injuries, but because the game started, they are not eligible to play. So we have been playing short-handed. As What's Blazing in Sports says, big play. Yes, it was. Once again, check out T-Dub and What's Blazing in Sports. Wonderful boxing channel. There might be some channels larger. They won't be for long, as T-Dub will continue to grow and grow. But there are no channels better than What's Blazing in Sports for all your boxing needs. Alright, so Staubach under center. I formation, Garrison and Hill. Garrison the up back. He has fumbled twice already. Bullet Bob Hayes and Goldie Richardson the wideouts. Mike Ditka at tight end. And it really hurts us because we only have a blocking tight end left. So we're playing, I mean, it is a handicap playing short-handed. 1st down, play action pass. Medium long to Bullet Bob Hayes, the world-class sprinter. Let's see if we can get him in the open. All-purpose defense for San Francisco. They're keying Garrison for the run. This could be a big play. Hayes, and no! Ronnie Lott steps in front of it and picks off the Staubach to Bullet Bob Hayes pass. And San Francisco will have the ball. What an interception by Ronnie Lott. As the Cowboys tried to go downfield, it was a beautiful play-action fake. And Hayes looked like he was in the clear and open, but Ronnie Lott, excellent anticipation, was able to recover tremendously by picking off the ball. And now San Francisco will have it for Joe Montana and their offense, 1st and 10 on their 47. And here comes a beleaguered Dallas defense back out on the field, as they just gave up a long drive and a 2-yard touchdown run to Easley. It is a split backfield for the 49ers, Davis and Hofer. Montana's under center, Clark and Solomon the wideouts. Charlie Young is the tight end. Dallas will blitz a linebacker, tight coverage, extra defensive back. We're going to key Clark. We're going to key Dwight Clark. We're playing pass on first down. Howley's blitzing. Montana's looking double coverage for Clark. It's a run to Holford. He heads to the outside, but he's hemmed in by Cliff Harris. And the rest of the Dallas front seven come along, and they hold Holford to a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. So good job by the Doomsday defense, even though we were playing pass. And they were countered with the Paul Holford run. They only give up 3. It is 2nd and 7 from midfield, 1:09 to play. 1:09 to play in the third quarter. Beatles Eternally has joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. To magician extraordinaire, musician extraordinaire, and all-around baseball fan extraordinaire, but most of all, human extraordinaire, along with T-Dub in the chat. Let's get ready to rumble! Jump in the chat with Beatles and T-Dub. Thank you very much for joining us. And this is not Beatles' sport of choice. He does not like American football. He is a baseball fan, but we're finishing off this game. And just to let you know, Beatles, I've been playing handicapped because half of my offensive team skilled players are out for the Dallas Cowboys. Why, I don't know. But they are on the roster, Brad, if you watch this later. They just had injuries. So if you ever have players, if you're playing 2nd and 10 and you have players, check before you start the game. If you're just playing out exhibitions or special different eras playing each other, check to see if you have any injured players and uninjure them by clicking on making them green. I don't know why they were injured to start off with, but they were. All right, 2nd and 7 from midfield. All-purpose tight defense for the Cowboys. Montana under center. Split backfield, Patton and Cooper. It's going to be a pass. Sideline pattern to Cooper. Pulled down by Cooper. Forced out of bounds by Chuck Howley. After a gain of 5, it will leave a 3rd and 2 from the Dallas 45. As Beatles Eternally has posted in the chat, a new free baseball game. So check that out in the link. As What's Blazing in Sports says, what a great show, Al. Keep it up. What's coming up on your channel live? Are there any boxing matches that you're going to do? As I take a sip of, pardon me, I'm going to take a sip of ginger ale. That's YouTube Gold. I should put some gin in that. Would be better, right? It's only Thursday, though. Long weekend coming up. I could put... Never mind. So tell us what's coming up on the channel, my friend. Any live shows? Alrighty. 3rd and 2. This is a big play. Minute to go in the third quarter. San Francisco has a 4-point lead, 14-10. And once again, Beatles Eternally has put a link in the chat. It's a free baseball game. Sort of like Pure Sims, Beetle told me when I was on my... was it the other day, Beatles? When I was on my lunch break and we were watching EO Sports League. Check that out. He's been doing a lot of great stuff on there. Needs more subscribers, Elin. Does a wonderful job. All right. If you've just joined us, San Francisco scored on the opening third quarter kickoff. Amos Lawrence went for a 91-yard touchdown run, 7-7, and they have punched it in from 2 yards out after Dallas kicked a field goal to go up 10-7. It's now 14-10. A crucial 3rd and 2 from the Dallas 45. And we're going to play run blitz. Our linebackers will be shooting the run gaps. Montana back to throw. It's a flare pass to Patton. It's complete to Ricky Patton, and he picks up 9 yards before being forced out of bounds by Edwards. And it's 1st and 10 from the Dallas 36. 15 seconds ago in the third quarter. It has been pretty much all San Francisco in this third quarter. They have scored 14 points and are on the move to score more. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 36. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. This probably will be the last play, as the run blitz could not get to the quarterback, and it wasn't a run. They flared it out to Patton. Picks up 9 yards. Linebacker blitz, tight coverage by the Cowboys. Dallas expecting short pass. Leroy Jordan on the blitz. It's a run by Cooper, and he picks up 3 tough yards. Brought down by Cliff Harris, the safety, and that's the end of a very fast-moving third quarter. As What's Blazing in Sports says, Montana to Cooper was a nice pass. Yes, it was. We got burned on that one, my friend. The blitz didn't get there. I like to sometimes I'll call a run blitz, and he'll still be successful against a pass because the blitzers are blitzing through the gaps. If you played football, whatever level, you know there are gaps and all that. They have them numbered. So you just have the linebackers are blitzing through the run gaps. Here, here, and here. And even if it's a run blitz and it's not a run, if they get through, they're going to hit the quarterback. But he quickly flared it out to Cooper, and they picked up 9. So 15 more minutes of football. Who will be victorious? The 71 Cowboys, who owned the first half, definitely did not own the third quarter. It was all San Francisco. Montana under center, split backfield of Cooper and Horford. Wideouts Clark and Solomon, tight end Charlie Young. Dallas will play all-purpose tight defense, so they'll be up on the receivers. And it's a run by Earl Cooper, and he bulls through a small hole, but he's met by Leroy Jordan. And he gains a couple of yards, and it'll be 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5, 14-17 left in the ball game from the Dallas 31. Again, there's that crosswind that has played havoc with the kicking game, mostly the punting teams. And it will gust at times to 24 miles per hour. As What's Blazing in Sports, T-Dub says, I played safety in college, so he understands the game. So, like I said, you can do if you're a novice at it, it's a fun game. This is a fun. I still prefer action PC football better, but I do like this game. I also have picked up Stratomatic football. We're doing our O.J. Simpson, the Juices Loose League, because I was a fan of O.J. Simpson as a football player. I still like him as a football player. So big 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Cowboys. And we're going to play bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback, extra defensive back. We're going to key. Patton and Cooper are pretty much done with their receptions, D and F. Young's an E now. They're in the red. We're going to key Clark and Solomon. They're both still A wide receivers. Here we go. Bump and run coverage, shadowing Montana. Clock running down, and Montana is forced to take a timeout. Didn't like what he saw. So each team has 2 timeouts left. And now the 49ers have changed up their offense. A lone back is Ricky Patton. The 3 wideouts, Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end is Young. Bump and run coverage. Again, we'll go with an extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback. Clark and Solomon will be doubled. A big 3rd and 5 from the Dallas 31. Montana. Back to pass. Double coverage on his primary target. Clark, he's looking for Clark. Clark makes the catch at the 25 to 20. And he's brought down by Cliff Harris at the Dallas 8. So once again, Dwight Clark and Joe Montana hook up. And just like in the 81 championship game where they defeated the Cowboys and Danny White, they're looking to do it all over again, this time to the 71 Cowboys and Roger Staubach. So it is 1st and goal from the Dallas 8. And the Cowboys desperately need a turnover or at worst hold the 49ers to a field goal. 13:37 left to play in the game. 49ers 14, Cowboys 10. It is a split backfield of Patton and Cooper. The wideouts Clark and Solomon. Young is the tight end. All-purpose tight coverage by the Cowboys. Doubling no one. It's a handoff to Cooper. He's trying to get to the right sideline. He turns it around the corner, and he gets 3 yards. As he's knocked out of bounds, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 now. 12:50 to play in the game. Once again, the split backfield, Montana under center. It's Patton and Easley now. Clark and Solomon, the wideouts. Charlie Young is the tight end. from the 5. All-purpose tight defense. And we're going to key Freddie Solomon. Defensive backs up tight and the receivers are doubling Solomon. It's going to be a run to Walt Easley. He tries to get to the outside, but he is decked by Bill Gregory. No gain. What a hit by Bill Gregory. And getting up slowly is Easley. It's 3rd and 5. 5 yards to pay dirt. 3rd and goal. 12:07 to play in the game. Cowboys trail by 4. A huge defensive stand if they can hold. Amos Lawrence comes in the backfield. He's good for 1 carry. He's the man who put the 49ers on the board and helped tie the game. 91-yard kickoff return to start off the 3rd quarter. Ray Wersching added the extra point, and it was a 7-7 ball game. After a Cowboy domination in the first half, only produced 7 points, though. Cowboys would kick a field goal to retake the lead 10-7, but then the 49ers drove all the way downfield in a short touchdown plunge, made it 14-7 with the Wersching extra point. 3rd and goal from the 5. All-purpose tight defense. And we're going to key Clark. 3rd and 5. Up tight on the 49ers receivers. Montana sets up the pocket. Flag on the play.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Back them up. Back them up. Back them up. So that's going to be, is that 5 or 10? 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. So 3rd and goal from the Dallas 10. And now the 49ers go to a 3 wideout package. Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end is Young. The lone back, Ricky Patton. We will counter that with bump and run coverage, extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback, doubling Clark and Solomon. And here we go. Big 3rd and 10. Montana taking his usual drop, looking for Dwight Clark, running a square, and Mel Renfro! Oh my God! Clark takes it out of Renfro's hands and is knocked out of bounds at the 3. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 4th and goal from the Dallas 3, and here comes Ray Wersching for the 20-yard field goal attempt. Oh boy! Renfro thought he had a pickoff, and somehow Dwight Clark took it out of his hands. Renfro was able to force him out of bounds, though, before he could get in the end zone. Here comes Ray Wersching for the 20-yard field goal attempt to put the 49ers up by 7. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is dead center good. 17-10, excuse me, as Ray Wersching has made his first field goal. He did make another one, but a penalty took it off the boards, and the 49ers decided to go for it and were stopped on downs. So with 11:50 to play in the game, the 1981 San Francisco 49ers 17, the 71 Dallas Cowboys 10. Let's go to the chat. What's blazing in sports is LOL. Yeah, a good football player. I bet you were, my friend. Beatles attorney. Yes, Al. It is a successor to Pure Sim Baseball, and even at this early stage, it has quite a few new features. As of this patch, all seasons from 1920 to 2017 are available with the game. That is awesome, Beatles. Beatles finds out the best stuff. That's why you have to be part of our community. Beatles and T-Dub and everybody else. Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my. But we got it better. We got Beatles and T-Dub and ID Gesture and oh my. And all the rest of the gang. You got to be part of the community. Not just for me, but for all the rest. Join their channels. Jump in the chats. Beatles Attorney is just giving you a free baseball game link, people. Good job, Beatles Attorney. But people don't know. He's soon to be knighted by the Queen. It's true. I know these things. Beatles says, I'm hoping Dead Ball will be added soon. Now, that's awesome. I'm going to check that out after this game. Alright, so Dallas trails by 7. Ray Wersham will be kicking off with 11:50 to play in the game. Cliff Harris and Claxton Welsh back. Here's the kickoff by Wersham. Welch has it at the Dallas 12. And it's a good return of 31 yards. And Dallas will start 1st and 10 in very good field position, their own 43. Another good job by Claxton Welch. And here comes Roger the Dodger Staubach. He'll have to try to orchestrate another comeback. Heisman Trophy winner from the Naval Academy in the early 60s. I formation backfield, Calvin Hill, Walt Garrison. The wideouts, Bob Hayes, who we have not been able to get the ball to. And Goldie Richardson, the tight end. Mike Ditka, he has the lone Cowboy touchdown. Play action, medium short to bullet Bob Hayes. Try to get it to him on a shorter distance. Hope he has some running room. San Francisco expecting the inside run. It's a play fake to Garrison. Ronnie Lott blanketing Hayes. Staubach looking for Ditka now. But Hicks knocks the ball away. What a play by Dwight Hicks. As the 49ers were all over the Dallas receivers in tight coverage. It will be 2nd and 10 from the Dallas 43, 11:29 to play. Still unable to get the ball to the world-class sprinter bullet Bob Hayes. I formation, Hill and Garrison in the backfield. Garrison the up back. Hayes and Richardson the wideouts. Mike Ditka at tight end. It will be a run to Calvin Hill, the Ivy League graduate from Yale. San Francisco calling a full blitz. There's a flag on the play.
False start.
Oh, Dallas jumped.
Offense.
So Dallas jumped. They anticipated the blitz but moved too soon. 5-yard penalty. It will be 2nd and 15 from the Dallas 38. I formation, Staubach under center. Hill and Garrison the running backs. Garrison the up back. He has fumbled twice in this game. The huge fumble was after a 32-yard gain. Ball was inside the 10. He got hit from behind by Martin, who then recovered the fumble for the 49ers in the first half. Wideouts Hayes and Richardson. The tight end is Ditka. Excellent coverage by the 49ers defensive backfield in this game. 2nd and 15. Screen pass to bullet Bob Hayes. Try to spring him free on this. Bump and run coverage. They're keying Garrison on the pass. Ronnie Lott blanking in Hayes. Staubach looks away looking for Dick on the medium pass. Well covered and broken up once again by Dwight Hicks. No throwing lanes for Roger Staubach and the Cowboys. 3rd and 15 from the Dallas 38. 11:22 to play. The 49ers have just turned this game around. And it all in the second half. And it all started with the opening kickoff for the second half. Returned for a touchdown by Amos Lawrence. 91 yards. Tying the ball game. 3rd and 15. Cowboys have just been unable to throw the ball downfield. Now they can't throw the screens or flares. 3rd and 15. Play action pass, medium long to Goldie Richardson. The man with the golden locks. They're keying Garrison on a pass on the backfield. Play action to Hill. A beautiful play action. And Staubach. Cannot find Richardson as it is knocked away by Carlton Williamson of the 49ers. 4th and 15. And here comes the punt team, Ron Whitby. So the 49ers are again hoping to do what they did to Danny White and the Cowboys in 81, except this time to the 71 Cowboys, and as I stated, Roger Staubach. So Whitby will punt, and back deep, the former Miami Dolphin, Freddie Solomon, for the 49ers. Here's the punt by Whitby. That crosswind has played havoc for both punting teams. Long snap to Whitby. Plenty of time, no rush. And it's a good punt. And Solomon lets it roll. And it goes into the end zone. So Joe Montana and the 49ers will take over 1st and 10, on their own 20 with 11:05 to play in the game. They have a 7-point lead. Montana under center. Split backfield, Ricky Patton and Johnny Davis. Dwight Clark and Freddie Solomon the wideouts. Charlie Young is at tight end. The Cowboys need a turnover. They have picked off Montana twice. And we're going to play run blitz on first down. Here we go, hoping for a big hit and a loose ball. Linebacker shooting the gaps. It's a run to Ricky Patton. And he bounces to the outside after the inside was stuffed by the run blitz. He gets 3 yards. Tackle will be credited to Chuck Howley. He made a nice recovery as Ricky Patton thought he had some excellent running room to the outside. He did pick up 3. 2nd and 7. 10:57 left in the game. San Francisco on their 23. Split backfield of Walt Easley and Paul Horford. Wideouts, Clark and Wilson. Tight end is Young. Linebacker blitz on 2nd and 7. Tight coverage. Trying to get to Montana. Force a 3rd interception or a fumble. Howley on the blitz. Montana takes his usual drop. He doesn't have much time. He gets away from Howley. But Lilly brings him down. So Bob Lilly cleans up for Howley, and it'll be 3rd and 16. That's Bob Lilly's first sack of the game. So 3rd and 16 from the San Francisco 14. Bill Walsh and Joe Montana will go with the 3 wideouts. Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end is Young. The lone back is Horford. Dallas will counter. Bump and run coverage. Extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback, and will double Clark and Freddie Solomon. 3rd and 16. Dallas playing the pass, bump and run coverage, nickel. Medium pass to Holford. Holford catches that to 22. D.D. Lewis hits him. Gain of 8. It'll be 8 yards short. The Cowboys' doomsday defense holds and forces Jim Miller and the 49ers to punt the ball. And this time, Charlie Waters will be back for the Cowboys. And again, Miller will have to deal with that crosswind from side to side. And at times, it blows 24 miles per hour. We're going to put the return on here. Maybe Waters can break a big one. Miller has plenty of time. It's a long snap all day to punt the ball. And it's a nice punt. Walters catches the ball at the 41. Defense late, getting downfield. Walters takes advantage. It crosses midfield. He angles towards the sideline at the 40, the 30, before he's finally knocked out of bounds at the San Francisco 17. Waters picks up 42 yards. That is the huge play the Cowboys needed as they set up for the return. Excellent blocking by the punt return team of the Cowboys, and Charlie Waters took full advantage of it. 42-yard gain on the punt return. Dallas 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 17, and the 49ers fans here in Honolulu have gone silent. They still have the lead by 7, 17-10. 9:26 to play in the game. I formation, Staubach under center, Hill and Garrison the running backs. Garrison the up back, Hayes and Richardson the wideouts, and Dick as the tight end. End around to bullet Bob Hayes. Let's see if we get him the ball this way. San Francisco playing man-to-man tight coverage, expecting a run to Hill. It's a pitch out to Hayes on the end around. Bob Hayes gets to the outside. He picks up 14 yards and a first down. Finally, the Cowboys get the ball to Bob Hayes on the end around as he was knocked out at the San Francisco 3 by Jack Reynolds. So 1st and goal from the 3. Cowboys looking to punch it in. Backfield I formation. Hill and Garrison, the wideouts. Actually, we're going to take Hayes out. Actually, we're going to take Richardson out. And we're going to go with fumble rating. The higher the fumble rating, the more chance of a fumble. Yes, Walt Garrison, 110. Let's get him out of the game. We don't want to see him fumble for a 3rd freaking time. We're going to go Reeves and Joe Williams We're going to go full house backfield. So Hayes is the lone wideout. Ditka is the tight end. Full house backfield. Hill, Reeves, and Williams. And we're going to give the ball to Joe Williams. Can he drive it in from the 3? San Francisco expecting an inside run. They're keying Hill. It's a counter to Joe Williams. Tripped up. Loss of 1. As Jack Reynolds blows that play up in the backfield. Poor blocking up front by the Cowboys front 5. 2nd and goal from the 4. Richardson will come back in. Joe Williams will go out. It'll be Calvin Hill and Dan Reeves in the backfield. Draw. Dan Reeves. 2nd and goal from the 4. They're keying Hill on the run. Staubach. Draw to Reeves. Runs into Dwight Hicks. Keeps his legs churning. Picks up 2. 3rd and goal from the San Francisco 2. Clock running. 7:08 to play. This is reminiscent of the San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl when they held against Cincinnati in 81 on 4 shots, stopping Pete Johnson and company, as the Bengals would not punch in a touchdown and turn it over on downs. So 3rd and goal, definitely 2 down territory here. Reeves comes out, Garrison comes back in. Hopefully he can get 2 yards before he fumbles the ball. And we're going to go Staubach, short yardage. He'll try to take it himself. Roger the Dodger expecting inside run. They're keying Hill. And Staubach has stood up straight and driven back. A loss of 1. And Staubach is slow to get up as he is feeling some cobwebs in the field. And he's helped off the field. And he is out. And Craig Morton comes in the game. Morton, the starter for most of the year in 71, as they went back and forth between, well, actually, they went back and forth between Staubach and Morton. And now 4th and goal from the 3. Field goal with 6:59, and the touchdown wins it. 6:59 to play. Backup quarterback Morton. It's not a bad quarterback. Actually, pretty good quarterback, solid quarterback. We're going to need the field goal to win it anyway. Let's put the 3 points up. Here comes the kick team. So Mike Clark will come out and attempt the 20-yard field goal. He's 1 for 1 today. The snap, the place, it's up on the way, and it's good! 17-13 with 6:59 to play. Mike Clark is 2 for 2 from field goal, straight on kicker. And now the Dallas defense has to come up big once again. We put the points on the board, 6:55 to play. It's been quite a slobber knocker. Staubach just went out of the game. He got his bell rung. As Beatles eternally says, "Let's go Pirates!" Alrighty, 6:55 to play. We're going to kick deep. Amos Lawrence, who returned the opening 3rd quarter kickoff for a touchdown, 91 yards, is back, as well as Mike Wilson. Here's the kick from Clark. And it goes out of bounds at the 12. Oh my God.
Went out of bounds.
So that side-to-side wind plays havoc once again. This time to the kicking game, not the punt game. And now it's 5 yards and to repeat the kickoff. So Clark will kick once again, deep to Lawrence and Wilson. Amos Lawrence has it. He cuts to his right, and he's nailed at the 28, but he picks up 15 yards. That ball almost came loose, but he held on to it. So it will be 1st and 10 for Joe Montana and the San Francisco offense from their own 28 with 6:48 to play and a 4-point lead for the 49ers in our second 10-year itch bowl, as we take the Super Bowl teams 10 years apart from the 70s and 80s and use 2nd and 10 football to play the games. We might throw some of these games on Action PC also, but we have other things going on with Action PC football. All right, 2nd and 10. 1st and 10, excuse me. Split backfield of Easley and Holfer. The wideouts Clark and Solomon. The tight end is Charlie Young. Bump and run cut. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. All-purpose tight defense, and we're going to key Walt Easley on the run. Dallas tight coverage, keying Easley on the run. Montana setting the throw. They're looking for Solomon. Solomon brings it in at the 33, forced out of bounds by Chuck Howley. And that's a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock stops as Solomon was knocked out of bounds. So 6:39 to play. 17-13 49ers. Montana sets up under center. Split backfield, Ricky Patton and Johnny Davis. The wideouts, Clark and Solomon, they go with a blocking tight end. Linebacker blitz, tight coverage. Here we go. Dallas looking to play the short pass. Howley on the blitz. Montana takes his usual drop. He's looking for Clark on the medium short. Clark has the ball at the 36. Cornell Green brings him down, but Clark picks up 6 and a first down. With every first down, the clock goes tick, tick, tick. And it's another nail in the Cowboys' coffin. 5:53 to play in the game. 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 39. They go with 3 wideouts, Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end, Charlie Young, the lone back. Behind Montana, who's under center, Ricky Patton. Dallas will play bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback. And they're going to double Freddie Solomon. Solomon being doubled. It's a run by Ricky Patton. Tripped up by Bob Lilly for a loss of 1. Nice job by the defensive lineman, Bob Lilly. So it's 2nd and 11 from the 38. 5:14 left in the game. As Patton thought he had some running room there. But Lilly said, none shall pass. San Francisco goes back to the 2 wideout set. Clark and Wilson. Tight end Young. Split backfield of Patton and Johnny Davis. Second and 11. Standard zone. Extra defensive back. Let's see if we can mix it up here. Montana back in the pocket looking for Patton on the backfield. Washington goes for the interception. He deflects the ball. Incomplete. Oh! The zone, we switched to a zone and we almost got the pickoff we were looking for, but Mark Washington couldn't hold on to the ball as Montana was expecting the usual man-to-man tight coverage, possibly a blitzer. We dropped everyone back into a zone and we almost got the pick we wanted. 3rd and 11 from the San Francisco 38. 5:07 to play in the game. San Francisco 17, Dallas 13. 3 wideouts for San Francisco. Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end is Young. The lone back is Ricky Patton. 3rd and 11. And you know what? We're going to go standard zone, extra defensive back again. Dallas sitting zone, playing with an extra defensive back. It's a screen to Patton. Hauled in at the 33. He'll pick up 11 yards as Cliff Harris knocks him out of bounds. And they're going to measure. Oh, man, this is close. And he's short. 4th and 1. Wow. Harris saves the day. I thought they still gave him a pretty good spot. I thought it was only about 9 yards, but they gave him a pretty nice spot, but it's still short. As Harris was protesting where they spotted the ball, and so were the rest of the Cowboys. So 4th and less than a yard from the San Francisco 48, and we're going to watch for the fake as Charlie Walters is back if they do punt the ball. Miller has it. Plenty of time. Here's the snap to Miller. Wonderful punt by Miller. Dallas lets it roll, and it rolls out of bounds at the 1. A 51-yard punt. Miller buries the Cowboys deep in their own territory. And Roger Staubach is out still as he got his bell rung, and it's Craig Morton. As Roger tried to stuff it in from 2 yards out, and he got stuffed. So Craig Morton has to go 99 yards to win this game with 4:49 to play. Morton a chance at redemption here in 71 in this game. Morton would go on to lead. He did lead the Cowboys to the Super Bowl the year prior. They lost to the Baltimore Colts. And then in 1977 would help lead the Denver Broncos to the Super Bowl. And he would lose to his former team and coach, Tom Landry, and the Dallas Cowboys. Morton, a solid, good pro. All right. Calvin Hill and Walt Garrison in the backfield. Hayes and Goldie Richardson, the wideouts, and Mike Ditka as the tight end. And it's, oh my God. We're going to go medium short. Mike Ditka. Dangerous play call here. San Francisco playing the inside run. Keen Garrison. Ditka stretches to grab the pass. And he makes the catch, and he's tripped up. Gain of 6, so it gets him away from the shadow of their end zone, and it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Dallas 7. Clock running, 4:03 to play. Nice throw by Morton. He led Ditka a little too much, but Ditka put that one hand out and snared it. Another reception for Mike Ditka. 4:03 to play in the game. 17-13 49ers. Craig Morton trying to orchestrate the game-winning drive here for the 71 Cowboys. As Staubach had his bell rung, he is out of the game. We do not know if he will return. 2nd and 4. And we're going to go to the hurry-up. And a draw to Calvin Hill. San Francisco playing soft man-to-man coverage, doubling Ditka. Morton back to pass. Draw to Hill. Hill with a 5 yards on the play and a first down. Finally brought down by John Hardy. 3:34 will be left if we don't call timeout. We're not going to call timeout. The clock goes down to 3:34. We're going to go to the super hurry-up. As the ball is only on the 12-yard line, as the 49ers will gladly begrudgingly give up yards for time, as Dallas must score to win the game. They're down by 4. And since I think they're going to be laying back, we're going to go screen. Screen to Walt Garrison. Please don't fumble, Walt. San Francisco, they're playing tight coverage. Hicks is on the blitz. Morton under heavy pressure. It's a screen to Garrison. Garrison pulls it in at the 9. He has running room. And he's knocked out of bounds by Carton Wilson. And it gives him 9 yards. But more importantly, gets out of bounds. The clock stops. 2nd and 1. Craig Morton, not known for his nimble feet, gets away from the blitz. And a nice screen pass to Walt Garrison, who, thank God, didn't fumble when he got hit. He has fumbled twice in this game. And he's 100 and the higher, he's 110, which means he has fumbleitis, folks. So it's 2nd and 1. Clock stopped. 3:25 to play at the Dallas 21. Definitely 2 down territory here. Play action pass. Down the middle. We have 2 timeouts. And we're going to look for Bob Hayes down the middle. On the slant, the deep slant. They're Keen Garrison on the run. Play action, freezes them. Bob Hayes running the post pattern. Great throw by Morton. Hayes has it at the 34. The 40. Into the opponent's territory. He's finally brought down at the 39. Game-saving tackle by Ronnie Lott. A gain of 40. Craig Morton claps his hands together. 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 39. Play action fake froze the 49ers. We went to the post. We didn't go to the out. And we finally get the ball to Bullet Bob Hayes, who shows off his speed. But Ronnie Lott was able to chase him down somehow. Oh, he thought we had the go-ahead touchdown. Wow. So 1st and 10 on the 49ers 39. A pickup of 40. A pitch and catch from Craig Morton to Bullet Bob Hayes. And now we're going to think, I think we're going to get out of the, we're going to go back to normal. At least on this, run a little clock. Wow, Craig Morton, what a toss. So 1st and 10, backfield I formation, Hill and Garrison. Wideouts Hayes and Richardson. The tight end is Ditka. We're playing shorthanded. No Bambi, no Lance Allworth, no Dwayne Thomas, no Trudeau, our backup tight end. Our starting kicker, Tony Frisch, no. All gone. All those guys were injured before the game started. How, I don't know. So if you ever play 2nd and 10, before you start the game, if it's an exhibition or some sort of, between teams of different eras, check your injuries, and if they're yellow or orangish color, just click on it and make them green and they're eligible. I did that, but because the game started already, they're still hurt for the game. All right, Staubach's out. He had his bell run, but Craig Morton hits Hayes for 40 yards in the post pattern. I thought we had a touchdown, but all righty. 1st and 10, we're going to give the ball to Calvin Hill on 1st and 10. San Francisco expect the inside run. Keen Garrison to counter to Hill. And he is stuffed as Jim Stuckey and the rest of the Cowboys meet him 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 2nd and 12. And now we will call timeout.
Timeout, offense.
We didn't want it to go down to 2:26. So 3:04 to play, and 2nd and 12, and we will go into the super hurry up once again. Oh, wow. We have 1 timeout left. We're going to throw to the inside. If we do throw, we'll stick to the outside for now. I formation, Hill and Walt Garrison. Garrison has fumbleitis today. He has fumbled the ball twice. Hayes and Goldie Richardson, the man with the golden locks, are the ends, and Ditka is the tight end. Play action pass. Down the middle. Medium short. Mike Ditka. Standard man-to-man coverage. Extra defensive back Keen Garrison. They're doubling Richardson also. Ditka on the quick slant. But Dan Bunce bats it away. Oh, if we could have got the ball to Iron Mike, he had pay dirt in front of him. And it will be 3rd and 12 with 2:57 to play. As it's tough to get the ball to Ditka now because he's only allotted, I believe it was 2 receptions, and he's made 4. And he's dropped from a B receiver to an E receiver. So, all right, 2 downs to pick up 12 yards or a touchdown. What a ball game it's been. I wish we had the touchdown to Bob Hayes. Ball on the 49er 41. Morton under center, Hill and Garrison the I formation backfield, Hayes and Richardson the wideouts, Ditka at tight end, the usual suspects. We have no other players. All of our other players are hurt. We didn't even have them at the beginning of the game. We have been playing short-handed, and Staubach is out. Screen to Calvin Hill on 3rd and 12, bump and run coverage. They're looking for Garrison and doubling Hayes. It's a screen. Hill pulls it in at the 46, breaks 1 tackle, but then is smothered under for no gain. He does get out of bounds. At least that stops the clock, but here comes a huge play and almost an impossible play. 4th and 12. How huge is that Ronnie Lott game-saving touchdown tackle now on Bob Hayes? 4th and 12, and that jubilation just only a few minutes ago on the Dallas sideline has turned to despair. 4th and 12. Hill and Garrison, I formation behind the backup quarterback Craig Morton. Hayes and Richardson, the wideouts. Ditka at tight end. We have to pick up 12 yards or more. They're going to double. We got to go to Richardson. My guess is they're going to watch Garrison out of the backfield because he's still an A receiver. They're going to double Hayes. We're going to go to the man with the golden locks, Goldie Richardson. And we got to go medium because it's got to be at least 15. We're going to go medium in. We're going to go with a slant. We're hoping they're covering the outs. Come on, Goldie Richardson. 4th and 12. Cole Schwell, she's expecting the pass. Extra defensive back. You're watching Garrison and doubling Hayes. Richardson running in a short, medium slant. Oh, incomplete. As the crosswind played havoc on the Craig Morton pass to Richardson. And Dallas will turn it over on downs. And that could be the ball game, folks. Joe Montana and the offense comes out on the field 1st and 10 at their own 41 with a 4-point lead, 17-13. So again, the huge play. Morton hits Hayes for a 40-yarder. Looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Ronnie Lott never gave up on the play. And when Hayes had to cut to the inside, it just slowed him up enough for Ronnie Lott to catch him from behind. Bullet Bob Hayes was caught from behind by Ronnie Lott. All right. Dallas with 1 timeout. Montana under center. I'll be in shock if they pass. Ricky Patton and Johnny Davis, the split backfield. Clark and Solomon, the wideouts. Young is the tight end. They use their short passing game as their run game in 81, though. But we're going to play run blitz. Run blitz. We need a big hit, and we're going to play aggressive. We need a big hit and a turnover. Linebacker shooting the blitz zone. Johnny Davis gets a call. He's hit in the backfield by George Andre. Loss of 2, and we will use a timeout, and that's our last timeout. So 2:31 to play. There'll be 1 more timeout at the 2-minute warning. And it is 2nd and 12. Again, split backfield of Patton and Cooper this time. The wideouts, Clark and Solomon. The tight end is Young. 2nd and 12. Standard man. Shadow the quarterback. Aggressive. And Freddie Solomon, we're going to double. Standard man coverage by Dallas, doubling Solomon, handoff to Cooper. And he's brought down by Pat Toomey. He does pick up 5, but it will leave 3rd and 7. There's the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 7, this is a huge play here. We might get the ball back 1 more time. Let's go to the chat here. As What's Blazing Sports says, wow, big play to 39, wow. As Beatles has bid adieu, thank you for stopping by, Beatles Eternally. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. They go to 3 wideouts. Clark, Solomon, and Wilson. The tight end is Young. Ricky Patton is the lone back. Montana's under center. 3rd and 7. Bump and run coverage. Extra defensive back. Shadow the quarterback. Double Solomon. And Patton on the flare pass. Come on, throw the flare. Pick 6. Bump and run coverage. Watching Patton for the possible pass. It's a run to Patton. He picks up 5 yards, stripped up by Herb Adderley, the former Packer. So the Doomsday defense holds. And we're going to go 114, 4th and 2. We're going to set up for the return. We're not going to rush the punter. Dallas would we're not going to block it. There's no rush. It's a good punt by Miller. Come on. Waters signals for the fair catch at the 14. So Craig Morton will get 1 more shot. No timeouts. 1:06 to go. Super hurry up. We got to throw to the outs. So they're going to be sitting on the outs. We could take 1 shot down the middle. With 1:06, we can take 1 shot down the middle. Maybe we split the defenders. So Hill and Garrison in the backfield. Hayes and Richardson, the wideouts, and Mike Ditka, the tight end. Again, if you just joined us, Staubach got knocked out of the game. Injured to start the game, unbeknownst to me, Lance Allworth, Bambi, Dwayne Thomas, the backup tight end Trudeau, and the starting kicker, Tony Frisch. All injured to start the game. I did not know that, as this was an exhibition between teams from different decades. All right, I think we're going to take a shot down the middle here. Goldie Richardson, medium long, down the middle. Goldie Richardson, actually long, what the heck. Long pass, Richardson, you're going to try to run a post here. Bump and run coverage, extra defensive back, Kean Garrison. Morton looking for Richardson. Now goes to a new target. Hayes deep down the middle. Ronnie Locke. Oh, and he just gets a beat on the play. Oh, he got beat, but not enough as he stretches out and just deflects the ball away. As Morton thought he had a touchdown pass to the streaking Bob Hayes down the middle. And it's now 2nd and 10, 57 seconds to go in the game. Dallas trails by 4. 1st and 10 on their own 14. We're going to go to the out. Medium out. Medium out. To Goldie Richardson. San Francisco playing soft man-to-man coverage. They're Kean Garrison and doubling Richardson. Morton sticks with his primary target. Richardson has it at the 21, knocked out of bounds by Leopold. Picks up 7 yards. 48 seconds left in the game. It's 3rd and 3. Again, we have to stick with the outs. Richardson's now become a D. If they key him, we're not going to get it. Walt Garrison's still an A. Medium short to Walt Garrison to the out. Try to get him circling out of the backfield. They're Kean Garrison on the pass. Morton drops back to pass. Garrison circles to the outside. Eric Wright gets a piece of the ball. Incomplete. And it's 4th and 3 with 41 seconds to play. Dallas needs to pick up the first down here. 41 seconds. Play action pass. We're going down the middle. Going for broke. Long pass to Bullet Bob Hayes. San Francisco playing soft man-to-man coverage, doubling everyone but Richardson. It's a play fake. Morton looking for Bob Hayes on the deep post. He lets it fly. Incomplete. Flag on the play.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer.
Defense.
The drive stays alive as Stuckey hits Morton to the head and late to the boo birds of the San Francisco fans here who have traveled to Honolulu, Hawaii. It will be accepted. Wow. The
first down.
So 15 yards on the personal foul, and Morton's a little shook up, but there's no one behind him. He's going to have to stay out there. He says he's fine. Staubach is out for the game. 30 seconds left in the game. Dallas on their 36. Trailing by 4. Got to go to the out here. Everything has to be to the out. Going to look for Calvin Hill out of the backfield on the medium. Tight covered by San Francisco. Full blitz. Fitzgerald snaps the ball. Morton back to pass. Hill running the square out. Broken up by Churchman. 2nd and 10. But that's not the important part. Only 24 seconds left in this game. And the Dallas 36. Medium long out to Bullet Bob Hayes. Walsh, extra defensive back. Kean Garrison has 2 defenders on Richardson. Morton looking for Hayes. Feeling the pressure. Hayes catches it at the 49. Nice move by the Bullet. He beats outside. He wisely goes out of bounds. 16 yards. First down. 17 seconds left in the game on the San Francisco 48. Dallas 48 yards from victory and 17 seconds to get there. Again, looking for Hayes on the medium long out. San Francisco Extra defensive back, very soft coverage, doubling Richardson and Hayes. Morton back to pass. Looking. He's going to fire to Hayes. Locked up by Wright. Incomplete. 10 seconds left in the ball game. Cowboys break the huddle. Morton back up. Line of scrimmage. 10 seconds. Heaving it up. The bullet Bob Hayes. Deep. Extra defense back. Hicks blitzing. Morton doesn't have much time. He picks out a near receiver. Throws the hill in the flat. Poorly thrown. Knocked away by Reynolds. 5 seconds left. This will be the last play pending a penalty. It's only one thing now, folks. Hey diddle diddle down the middle to bullet Bob Hayes. This is the ultimate Hail Mary. 49ers in prevent. Morton's going to wing it up there. Going to Richardson deep down the middle. Morton has nowhere to put the pass. Incomplete. Ball game over. The 49ers hold on and are victorious 17-13. And once again, the 81 49ers stick it to the Dallas Cowboys. This time it's the 1971 Dallas Cowboys. And Roger Staubach and Craig Morton as Tom Landry once again goes down to defeat to Joe Montana and the 49ers. What a ball game. Most valuable player, Amos Lawrence. He took the opening kickoff for the second half, 91 yards, and tied the ball game once Ray Werschen hit the extra point. It was 7-7, and it was all San Francisco from there. All that the Cowboys could muster up were 2 Clark field goals. Wow. So Amos Lawrence, a very unlikely hero, is MVP of the game. He had 128 return yards and the touchdown. Great game. I want to say thank you to T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports. Beatles Eternally, thank you very much for joining me. As T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports says, you call a hell of a game out. What stinks is I didn't have my full complement of players. I didn't realize they were injured. So before I start any game, these types of games, obviously if I'm playing a season through, if someone gets hurt, they get hurt. But anytime I play these types of games, I don't want any players to start off injured because I want the full line. It was a fun game, though. We had a shot. We finally got the ball to Hayes a couple of times, and he made a difference. We couldn't punch it in from the 2. That was the killer. We had it on the 2. We got knocked back. Then we got it back to the 2. Staubach went out of the game because he got his bell rung. On a 4th and 2, I chose to kick the field goal with Clark because we need the field goal to win the game. There's still 6 minutes left, and we have 2 more times with the ball. The game-saving tackle, really, Ronnie Lott. We had Hayes. I knew they were going to be guarding the outside. We had 2 timeouts left. We went Hayes down the middle. Hey, diddle, diddle, Bob Hayes down the middle. He's an Olympic sprinter. But I think when he had cut to the inside, it slowed him down just enough for Ronnie Lott. And Ronnie Lott caught him from behind. Alrighty, let's close the game out, and we'll go to the box score. Fun game. So, Dallas scored first in the second quarter, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Staubach to Ditka at the 12-17 mark, and it was 7-0 at the half. The opening kickoff for the second half, Lawrence takes it back 91 yards. It took 16 seconds. What am I saying? No, it took, 50. It took seconds, and the game was tied. So it was all tied up for domination by the Cowboys in the first half. When you don't score points, it was tied 7-7. Ray Werschen makes the kick. It's tied. Dallas would go back ahead in the third quarter at the 5:15 mark. Yeah, it was 16 seconds for the kickoff return. Clark hits a 35-yard field goal. Dallas goes back up 10-7. That's the last time they would lead the ball game. As on a long drive, Easley plunged in from the 2. He kept his legs churning. Ray Werschen extra point. It was good at the 2:06 mark of the third quarter. And heading into the fourth quarter, San Francisco was up 14-10. San Francisco would add a field goal at the 11:50 mark, a 20-yard field goal by Werschen. They'd go up by a full touchdown, 17-10. Huge stop. First and goal from the 4. No, first and goal from the 2. First play, we lost 2 yards. First play, no yards. Lost 2. Then on third, or was it second? And anyway, we didn't get it in, and we kicked the field goal, the 20-yard field goal, because we had 6:55 left in the game, and we need the field goal to win. But that's how the score would end. We had 2 more cracks at it. We finally got the ball to Hayes a couple of times, but we couldn't punch it in. 17-13, great game. The 81 49ers stick it once again with Joe Montana to Tom Landry, and this time the 71 Cowboys, 17-13. So I'm 1-1 in the 10-year Itch Bowl. I won with the Colts, the 70 Colts over the 80 Raiders, and I've lost now with the 71 Cowboys to the 81 49ers. But not an excuse. I didn't have my full allotment of players. No Lance Allworth, no Dwayne Thomas, no backup tight end in Trudeau, and no starting kicker. That didn't hurt. We made 2 field goals with Clark. We didn't have Tony Frisch. Clark was okay. I mean, Frisch was about the same. Frisch was soccer style. I'm almost positive Clark was straight ahead kicker. So, and they were on the roster. Those players were on the roster. They just were injured. I don't know why, because it was an exhibition game of teams from different decades. So if you're going to play an exhibition, I suggest check out if there's any injuries, because you don't want that. I mean, you want the full allotment. I will do that next time. On offense, Staubach, 10 of 25, 105 yards, a touchdown to Dicka, and an interception. Craig Morton off the bench, 6 of 14, 78 yards. Hill, 11 carries, 38 yards. Garrison, 6 carries, 26 yards. He fumbled twice, and the crucial one was after his huge 32-yard return. Would have been 1st and 10 from the 14. He gets hit from behind. He fumbles the ball by Martin, and Martin recovered it. Staubach, the quarterback, 6 for 20. Reeves, 3 for 9. Williams, 2 for -3. Bob Hayes, on a reverse, 1 for 14. Mike Ditka, the leading receiver for the Cowboys, 5 for 63 in the lone touchdown. His long was 28. Calvin Hill out of the backfield, 5 for 19. Hayes, 2 for 56. Richardson, 2 for 26. Reeves, 1 for 10. And Walt Garrison, 1 for 9. Had no flow in the offense. Really, neither team had a flow in the offense. Joe Montana, we held him in check. 21 of 30, 204 with 2 picks. No touchdowns. Davis, 9 of 16. Cooper, 6 of 12. Holfer, 5 of 21. Easley, 5 for 18 with a touchdown. Ricky Patton, 5 for 16. Solomon, 1 for -1 on a reverse. We held their run game and pass game in check. That's why Amos Lawrence was the MVP. The touchdown return to start off the second half changed the whole complexion of the ball game. Clark, leading receiver, 6 for 95 yards. Cooper, 4 for 39 out of the backfield. Patton out of the backfield, 3 for 27. The tight end, Young, 3 for 21. Freddie Solomon, 2 for 10. Hofer, Ring, and Davis each had a catch out of the backfield. Hofer, 8, Ring, 3, and Davis, 1 yard. Special teams, Clark, 2 for 2 from field goals. And the same thing for Ray Werschen. He was 1 for 1. He was actually 2 for 2, but there was a penalty flag. And we took the points off the board, made them re-kick it, but they chose not to because of the wind. And we stopped them on that. But it doesn't matter. The 81 49ers defeat the Cowboys 17-13. MVP of the game for the 49ers, Amos Lawrence, who returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown, 91 yards. There's the recap. Dallas, 15 first downs. San Francisco, 12. Passing yards, 176 for Dallas, 195 for Montana and the 49ers. Rushing, Dallas, 104 yards. 49ers, 82. Total net offense, 280 yards for Dallas, 277 for the 49ers. Return yardage, 132 for Dallas, 161 for the 49ers. 91 coming on the touchdown run by your MVP here, Amos Lawrence, on the opening kickoff of the second half. Penalties, Dallas 5 for 30. San Francisco 5 for 30. No, Dallas 5. Why would you put... Oh, it's just because Montana was a leading passer. Dallas 5 for 30. And San Francisco 8 for 90. Each team had 1 sack. Turnovers, Dallas had 3, 2 fumbles, and a pickoff. And Joe Montana was intercepted twice. Time of possession, almost dead even. Dallas, 29 minutes and 43 seconds. San Francisco, 30 minutes and 17 seconds. What a ball game. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back shortly with something else. It was a fun game. Thank you once again to T-Dub. As What's Blazing in Sports says, to the next game, Al. Damn good game. Thank you, my friend. Remember to check out T-Dub for your boxing needs. Great channel. What's Blazing in Sports. I got to catch up on some videos. I love his live shows, but even when I miss him, I like to catch up on his short videos. He does them a lot on lunch break sometimes. And sometimes I'm able to catch him because he's on his lunch break and I'm actually taking my lunch break, and it's fun to be in the chat. And also, when he goes live at times at night after fights, or sometimes when he's just doing a live show, you can call in and talk to him live on the air. It's cool. So, thank you very much, T-Dub, as always. Thank you. Thank you. And till next time, to everyone, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Watch out for that big left hook. And peace!